Hey guys, welcome back to another video here. Today we are doing What If Goku Married Bulma Part 2. In the last part we left off with them escaping the castle like they kind of did like they did in canon, and Bulma asking Shanron, the dragon, I think that's his name, Shanron, to, she asked him, what was Goku's background. And, well, if you want more, link will be in the description below so you can watch part 1. Anyway, so, yeah. Also, guys, thank you for 540 subs. Well, we're getting there to 600. I know we're going to be less than like 60 subs off from getting to 600, but yeah, I didn't know. I just can't remember the exact number. Anyway, let's get into this one. So yeah, I thought I told you where we left off. So of course, Bulma, even though Bulma shows a very keen interest in Goku, I'm still going to say she ends up, say, dating, I forget his name, Yamcha. She still ends up dating Yamcha. No, like for a bit, as of course Goku will be off with Master Roshi training. But yeah. And of course, how they get home will stay the same. I don't think nothing else will change except for, even though like she's dating Yamcha, she'd still have Goku on her mind. She'd almost say feel a pain in the heart because she has, at least, well, right now she has fallen in love with Goku, but she really did, it was more so because she fell in love, but in such a way that she couldn't feel it until they left. So once they separated, she started, feeling, and she hasn't realised it. She just thinks, she's missing Goku. And of course, that's why, everyone else says, we're missing Goku too, so, don't worry, he'll come back to us. And, yeah, but of course, she's missing Goku, but, she's missing him more than anyone else because of she fancies him. And, yeah. And, she does like Yamcha, but, yeah. Anyway, and of course, Goku pretty much goes off to Master Roshi, and of course he does the same thing in canon. He pretty much just goes in, after Master Roshi pretty much ignores him and goes into his fridge. He's been like, whatever, fine, you're not answering me, fine, you don't answer me, I'll eat you out of house and home instead. So, yeah. So Goku pretty much emptied his entire fridge. And yeah, of course Master Roshi then, comes and goes, Goku. Well, no, he doesn't say that. He goes, I think even that might, these spare butter or that. Yeah, he mentioned something about butter. But yeah. And of course, then when they go outside, of course, that's when, they see Krillin, as, Krillin's just thinking, who's this dork? Who's this person? And, of course, he goes on the island, he shows Master Roshi what they do, what he did in canon, and, he says the same thing, because that won't really change. Yeah, and and he's like, all good martial artists, aboard, and of course, see, Master Roshi's, bored, as Roshi's just like, oh no, I'm just naturally bored. Yeah, and he's like, She's kind of shocked about that, as of course, Krillin, which for some odd reason doesn't have a nose, just decided to shave his head. Yeah, because he used to be a monk. So I think he kind of just wanted to hide that fact that he was a monk at one point. But yeah. And of course, they go through the training, they go and get, I forgot her name, Large? The person the girl, that when she sneezes, she turns into pretty much a gun-ho person that wants to kill everyone. And when she sneezes again, she turns into a sweet girl with black hair. I think it's black, or very dark blue. Either like navy blue to black hair. Which seems to, for some odd reason, like sleeping with Goku. Don't know why. Yeah. And of course, with that introduction, of course, Goku, Master Roshi does still do what he does in canon, with Goku kind of opting to not wear it, because, I'd say, he's at least more smart, so he decides to not follow what Roshi does. So it's like Krillin, Roshi, and Lord and whatever, where they were in, the female nightwear, as Goku's just kind of wondering, it's like, why is Master Roshi doing this? He's just kind of puzzled. But even though he does know what his pervert is. Because I would say, I would think that, in this timeline, before Goku, transformed into an ape and killed Gohan did at least teach Goku, what pervert is, and more on, females and that. Yeah. So he does know, and he's like, well, I guess Master Roshi, you must be a big pervert then, as he walks over to Master Roshi and he goes, Master Roshi, you're a big pervert, aren't you? As he's like, he just doesn't know what to say. He's just like, he's just thinking. He's like, who taught you that word? And he's like, Grandpa Gohan told me, what a pervert is, and you're a big pervert, aren't you? Because you like staring at girls all day. And especially saying, like boingy boingy. I've heard you say that multiple times, as he's just kind of caught off guard. Yeah, and that's the only reason why you got, you asked us to get or get you a girl, so that you could start all the time, isn't it? The Master Roshi, as he's just, he's taken aback. Well, I guess anyone would, when you've got, 8 or at least, plus Goku, I think 14 at the time. Like a 14-year-old kid pretty much beating down on you. You would be taken back. And of course, everything else goes the same, so I'm going to skip. Because I really wouldn't see, anything else kind of different. He would still, training and that. Of course, up until, he goes to, I think, because he ends up accidentally breaking the radar, or it gets broke somehow, so he ends up going over to, find Bulma. And of course, this is done by the Red Ribbon Army saga starts, so, he's already, or was that after? I think it's after Red Ribbon Army, Piccolo comes into the fray. Yeah, I think it is. Because the old Red Ribbon Army saga was pretty much just Goku wanting to find the 4-star Dragon Ball, and he remembers that, he's got a radar but it's broke, so he ends up going over to Bulma's place to get it fixed, and then he goes off and finds the 4-star Dragon Ball. Yeah, of course. At this point, Bulma. Yeah, I'd say Bulma's kind of wondering what's Goku up to now, because she's seen like when they meet up every so often for the fights. She's seen Goku, and she's kind of realised she's interested in Goku, and so she instead at this point, so instead of still dating Yamcha, she ends up breaking up with Yamcha, saying that she doesn't really feel it's not that she doesn't like him. It's just that she's realizing she wants Goku, and she wants to act on those feelings instead of in canon where she just kind of let them go to the side. So of course she and her dad opens the door, and he goes, hi, is this is Bulma here? And of course Dr. Brief, Bulma's dad's like, yes, as he calls Bulma down, I think. But yeah, I just she'd go, oh, Goku, you're here. She'd cuddle him as Goku's just like, I somehow broke the radar, so could you please fix it for me? Then once you've done that, I'm gonna go off and find the the 4-star Dragon Ball that my grandpa left behind. As to Goku, it still means a lot to him because it's what his grandpa left behind, pretty much for him. So Goku is still gonna want the 4-star Dragon Ball, and so he ends up, she ends up fixing it, but she's kind of wondering, does she should she go with Goku, and of course before Goku goes, she goes, oh, why don't you stay the night? You've got to be hungry, Goku. And so at least she at least wants Goku to at least stay a night, and goes, well, I kind of want to start searching for it as soon as possible. It's like, well, yeah, but you surely got to be hungry, and hey, you could eat as much as you want until you fall. As he's thinking, he's like, alright, Bulma. As of course Bulma's like, yes, he could stay one more night, and of course it gives her one more chance, not chance, but a little bit longer to think on, does she want to go with Goku to find the 4-star Dragon Ball. And of course she I'd say by this time, of course a person needs to be a fight to ride the Nimbus, and she does finally achieve that because one person that she loves is right in front of her, or at least in her house. And of course I would say by this point she is, well, of course she sees Goku does love training, so she's kind of thinking, well, maybe I can make something that helps with Goku's training. And that's when the idea of a gravity chamber would come into her mind. So she tells her dad, and Dr. Brief and Bulma get work on a gravity chamber. And of course he's thinking, what's wrong? Her dad's like, what's wrong, Bulma? I can tell that something's on your mind. And it's like, well, I'm not sure, do I, should I go, on her, should I help Goku and, go off with him to find the, 4-star Dragon Ball with him? It's like, well, that's up to you, Bulma. And I can tell you've got feelings for him, don't you? He may seem young, but he is. He's like, yeah, but I'm not sure how old he is by this point. Ages have gone out my mind, but yeah. And I think she's 2 years older? 2 or 3 years older? Maybe even 4, I'm not sure. But yeah, and no, he goes, well, it's up to you, Bulma. You can go, go out with him and help him find the, 4-star Dragon Ball. Or, you can stay here and help me, finish and help me, make the gravity chamber. As, she's, thinking, of course, comes to dinner. Then Goku, has bath, all that. And, yeah, of course, he is sharing a room with Bulma, because why not? It's the one thing, she would suggest at least. So, yeah. So, Goku does sleep, not with Bulma, but, yeah, he sleeps on the floor. But, of course, Bulma's like, Goku, isn't that uncomfortable? It's like, no, I'm used to it, as she does kind of, like, feel kind of bad for, like, unknown reasons. So she goes, Goku, like, come on, get in bed. So, what with you, Bulma? Are you sure? I thought, last time I tried that, you kind of, told me to sleep on the floor. It's like, well, this time you can sleep in my bed. So, you sure? It's like, where are you going to sleep, Bulma? It's like, well, I'll sleep here too. It's like, you sure? You want me in your bed with you? It's like, yeah. Goku can see she's getting red and she's kind of thinking, I guess. It's just what Grandpa Gohan said, that, this is what kind of love is. He doesn't really know. He hasn't really felt any interactions towards Bulma just yet. As of course he's only been focused on training and now finding the 4-star ball, so yeah. So, he ends up crawling into her bed and they go to sleep. Because the next morning she decides she will go with Goku. So yeah, so instead of just Goku, it would be Goku and Bulma going to find the 4-star Dragon Ball. And of course this is when the, Red Ribbon Saga happens. She goes down, she wakes up early in the morning, she goes down, she tells her dad that, she's gonna go with Goku to help him find the 4-star Dragon Ball. As, of course, Goku gets up and she's like, Goku, can I come with you to, can I come with you on your journey to find the 4-star Dragon Ball that your, grandpa left behind? Even though, she knows that's not his real grandpa, but it's his, his adopted grandfather. So why not? Yeah. And he's like, you sure, Bulma? He's like, yeah, yeah. It's like, well, okay then. It's like, she's kind of thinking, maybe now I maybe have to, ride with him on the Nimbus. As, of course, they eat breakfast and then Goku's like, well, you ready, Bulma? Time to, go off us. So, okay, see you, Dad, and, I guess Mum too, but I'm not sure, because ain't her mum or the gal with Dr. Beef, isn't that an android or robot? I'm not sure. She doesn't ever seem to get old. She always seems to just look young, never old. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, anyway. So, she, and of course, when they walk outside, Goku's like, I'll ride with you in one of your, pod things. Like, no, they're for something else, but, Goku, can you, try the Nimbus? Like, huh? You can't ride on the Nimbus, remember? It's like, well, maybe this time, Goku, maybe this time. It's like, well, okay, if you're sure. As he he calls out, he shouts out, he calls out Nimbus as it comes, as Goku gets him, and he's like, well, come on, Bulma, as Bulma puts her hand on and it doesn't go through, so she feels a bit more confident, so she gets actually on it and goes like, you can get on it now. I guess you must have a pure heart then. As of course, she, it's just reinforcing, in her that, it must be because, she's now, she's not really got anything else on her mind, just, spend time with Goku and help him out where she can. So yeah, but one other thing with her marriage will be that she will also, she will at least ask Goku for maybe like a bit of training, because she'd say, even though I'm not good at this martial art thing, Goku, don't help me with that, as you're quite good at it. Just, he's like, you sure, Bulma? So if we get into a sticky situation, I want to be able to help you out, or at least be able to protect myself at the very least. And yes, so also in this timeline she will be, she will be able to protect herself. She won't, she will at least sometimes train with Goku. Of course, she knows, because Goku's just saying, she knows that, or at least an alien, that she knows Goku's probably going to be a lot stronger than her. And plus, Goku's had more, training. He's had training under Master Roshi, so he's going to be a lot better. And yeah, this one I'm gonna end it here at the start of the Red Ribbon Saga. So if you guys have enjoyed it, if you enjoyed something and you want to see more, just like this, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next wonderful video tomorrow, and a good bye.